But that wind of his is vicious, and that makes it difficult to defeat him. In that case, said 8 Rules, how are we going to rescue Master? Pilgrim said, we'll have to wait to rescue Master. I wonder if there is any eye doctor around here who can take a look at my eyes. What's the matter with your eyes? Asked 8 Rules. Pilgrim replied, that monster blew a mouthful of wind on my face, and my eyes were so sorely blasted that they are now watering constantly. Elder brother, said 8 Rules, we are in the middle of a mountain, and it's getting late. Let's not talk about eye doctors. We don't even have a place to stay. It won't be difficult to find lodging, said Pilgrim. I doubt that the monster has the gall to harm our master. Let's find our way back to the main road, and see whether we can stay with a family. After spending the night, we can return to subdue the monster tomorrow when it's light. Exactly, exactly, agreed 8 Rules. Leading the horse and carrying up the luggage, they left the fold of the mountain and went up the road. Dusk was setting in, and as they walked, they heard the sound of barking dogs toward the south of the mountain slope. Stopping to look, they saw a small cottage with flickering lamplights. Not bothering to look for a path, the two of them walked through the grass and arrived at the door of that household. They saw dark clumps of purplish fungi, grayish piles of white stones, dark clumps of purplish fungi with much green grass, grayish piles of white stones half grown with moss, a few specks of fireflies, their faint light aglow. A forest of wild woods stand in dense rows, orchids ever fragrant, bamboos newly planted. A clear stream flows a winding course. Old cedars lean o'er a deep cliff, a secluded place where no travelers come. Only wild flowers bloom before the door. Not daring to enter without permission, they both called out, "Open the door! Open the door!" An old man inside appeared with several young farmers, all holding rakes, pitchforks, and brooms. "Who are you? Who are you?" they asked. With a bow, Pilgrim said, "We are disciples of a holy monk from the Great Tang in the land of the East. We were on our way to seek scriptures from the Buddha in the Western Heaven when we passed through this mountain, and our master was captured by the Yellow-Wind Great King. We have yet to rescue him. Since it is getting late, we have come to ask for lodging for one night at your house. We beg you for this means of convenience." Returning the bow, the old man said, "Pardon me for not coming to greet you. This is a place where clouds are more numerous than people, and when we heard you calling at the door just now, we were afraid that it might be someone like a wily fox, a tiger, or a bandit from the mountain. That's why my little ones might have offended you by their rather brusque manner. Please come in. Please come in." The two brothers led the horse and hauled the luggage inside. After tying up the animal and putting down the load, they exchanged greetings again with the old man of the cottage before taking their seats. An old manservant then came forward to present tea, after which several bowls of sesame seed rice were brought out. After they had finished the rice, the old man asked for bedding to be laid out for them to sleep. Pilgrim said, "We don't need to sleep just yet. May I ask the good man whether there is in your region someone who sells eye medicine?" "Which one of you elders has eye disease?" asked the old man. Pilgrim said, "To tell you the truth, venerable sir, we who have left the family rarely become ill. In fact, I have never known any disease of the eye. If you are not suffering from an eye disease," said the old man, "why do you want medicine? We were trying to rescue our master at the entrance of the Yellow Wind Cave today," said Pilgrim. "Unexpectedly that monster blew a mouthful of wind at me, causing my eyes to hurt and smart. At the moment, I'm weeping constantly, and that's why I want to find eye medicine." "My goodness! My goodness!" said the old man. "A young priest like you, why do you lie? The wind of that great King Yellow Wind is most fearsome, not comparable with any spring-autumn wind, pine and bamboo wind, or the wind coming from the four quarters. I suppose," said 8 Rules, It must be brain-bursting wind, goat ear wind, leprous wind, or migrainous wind. No, no, said the old man. His is called the divine wind of Samadhi. What's it like? Asked Pilgrim. The old man said, that wind can blow to dim heaven and earth, and sadden both ghosts and gods. So savage it breaks rocks and stones. A man will die when he's blown. If you had encountered that wind of his, you think you would still be alive. Only if you were an immortal could you remain unharmed. Indeed, said Pilgrim. I may not be an immortal, for they belong to the younger generation, as far as I am concerned, but it will take some doing to finish me off. That wind, however, did cause my eyeballs to hurt and smart. If you can say that, said the old man, you must be a person with some background. Our humble region has no one who sells eye medicine. But I myself suffer from watery eyes when the wind blows in my face, and I met an extraordinary person once who gave me a prescription. It's called the 3 flowers and 9 seeds ointment, capable of curing all wind-induced eye maladies. When Pilgrim heard these words, he bowed his head and said humbly, I'm willing to ask you for some and try it on myself. The old man consented and went into the inner chamber. He took out a little cornelian vase and pulled off the stopper. Using a small jade pin to scoop out some ointment, he dabbed it onto Pilgrim's eyes, telling him to close his eyes and rest quietly, for he would be well by morning. After doing this, the old man took the vase and retired with his attendants. 8 Rules untied the bags, took out the bedding, and asked Pilgrim to lie down. As Pilgrim groped about confusedly with his eyes closed, 8 Rules laughed and said, Sir, where's your seeing eye cane? You overstuffed idiot, said Pilgrim. You want to take care of me as a blind man. Giggling to himself, Idiot fell asleep, but Pilgrim sat on the mattress and did exercises to cultivate his magic power. Only after the 3rd watch did he sleep. Soon it was the 5th watch, and dawn was about to break. Wiping his face, Pilgrim opened his eyes, saying, It's really marvelous medicine. I can see 100 times better than before. He then turned his head to look around. Ah, there were neither buildings nor halls, only some old locust trees and tall willows. The brothers were actually lying on a green grass meadow. Just then, 8 Rules began to stir, saying, Elder brother, why are you making all these noises? Open your eyes and take a look, said Pilgrim. Raising his head, Idiot discovered that the house had disappeared. He was so startled that he scrambled up at once, crying, Where's my horse? Isn't it over there, tied to a tree? Said Pilgrim. And the luggage? Asked 8 Rules. Isn't it there by your head? Said Pilgrim. This family is rather shifty, said 8 Rules. If they have moved, why didn't they give us a call? If they had let Old Hog know about it, they might have received some farewell gifts of tea and fruits. Well, I suppose they must be trying to hide from something and are afraid that the county sheriff may get wind of it. So they moved out in the night. Good heavens! We must have been dead to the world. How could we not have heard anything when they dismantled the whole house? Idiot, stop babbling, said Pilgrim, chuckling. Take a look on that tree and see what kind of paper slip is there. 8 Rules took it down. It was a 4-line poem that read, This humble abode's no mortal abode. A cottage devised by the guardians of law. Who gave the wondrous balm to heal your sore? Fret not, and do your best to quell the fiend. Pilgrim said, A bunch of roguish deities. Since we changed to the dragon horse, I had not taken a roll call of them. Now they are playing tricks on me instead. Elder brother, said 8 Rules. Stop putting on such airs. How would they ever let you check them off the roll? Brother, said Pilgrim. You don't know about this. These 18 protectors of monasteries, the 6 gods of darkness and 6 gods of light, the guardians of 5 points, and the 4 sentinels all have been ordered by the Bodhisattva to give secret protection to Master. The other day they reported their names to me, but since you have been with us, I have not made use of them. That's why I haven't made a roll call. Elder brother. Said 8 rules. If they were ordered to give secret protection to Master, they had reason not to reveal themselves. That's why they had to devise this cottage here, and you shouldn't blame them. After all, they did put ointment on your eyes for you yesterday, and they did take care of us for one meal. You can say that they have done their duty. Don't blame them. Let's go and rescue Master. Brother, you are right. Said Pilgrim. This place is not far from the Yellow Wind Cave. You had better stay here and look after the horse and luggage in the woods. Let Old Monkey go into the cave to make some inquiry after the condition of Master. Then we can do battle with the monster again. Exactly. Said 8 rules. You should find out whether Master is dead or alive. If he's dead, each one of us can tend to our own business. If he's not, we can do our best to discharge our responsibility. Pilgrim said. Stop talking nonsense. I'm off. With one leap he arrived at the entrance of the cave and found the door still shut and the inhabitants sound asleep. Pilgrim neither made any noise nor disturbed the monsters. Making the magic sign and reciting the spell, he shook his body and changed at once into a spotted leg mosquito. It was tiny and delicate, for which we have a testimonial poem. A pesky small shape with sharp sting. His tiny voice can hum like thunder. Adept at piercing gauze nets and orchid rooms. He likes the warm, sultry climate. He fears incense and swatting fans.